All right, how's everybody doing this Friday evening? This is the Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel, and this video is the Survivor Series predictions for this coming Survivor Series pay-per-view on Sunday. Um, I've been a little down on the Survivor Series for a lot of years because it went away from the traditional uh, setting that they used to do when it first was originated. And, but anyway, it is what it is. But so we got the kickoff show, and it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. Um, and as we all know, The Miz, like, sort of recently turned heel. But, if you watched Main Event when he was commentating with Josh Matthews, you wouldn't have known that he turned heel. But anyway, I think Miz being a heel is probably better for him, his character. Um, I always liked Miz as a face, but he probably is better off as a heel. He gets more attention, and I just sort of like just the way the character is, and so it should be a really good match. I mean, anytime you're in a match with Kofi Kingston, it's going to be, um, a lot of action and whatnot. And with Miz just turning heel, I think maybe possibly Miz will start getting another push somewhere along the line here in the WWE. So I look for the Miz to come out on top of this match to kick off the Survivor Series pay-per-view this coming Sunday, and look for it to be a pretty good match. Um, Now there's rumors. It's not yet um, etched in stone, but Ryback is going to make an open challenge um, to wrestle anybody this coming Survivor Series. Now, whether or not this comes to be or not remains to be seen. It's as of yet, like I said, this video is being recorded before SmackDown actually airs. So if indeed something changes, so be it. But there was rumors that Ryback was going to make an open challenge and he was going to have a match at Survivor Series. But as of now, it's not on the card. Okay, so anyway, added to the card is our new Intercontinental Champion, Big E Langston, and he is going to have a rematch with the former champion, Curtis Axel. Now, Axel's no longer with Paul Heyman, which is probably a good thing. And of course, it's going to come, rumors are going to be flying about that Axel lost the Intercontinental title because he's no longer with Paul Heyman. But anyway, it was time for him to lose the belt, and it's a good time for somebody like Big E to have this belt because the WWE thinks really highly of Big E. He sort of reminds me a little bit of Bobby Lashley years ago when Bobby was in the WWE. Um, but yeah, I like Big E Langston. I think the fans like him, and I think possibly he could go somewhere. I mean, I don't know how far they'll push him along, whether or not he'll get a WWE or a World Heavyweight Championship in the future remains to be seen. But for right now, I mean, I like the character and the gimmick of Big E Langston, and look for him to retain the title at the Survivor Series pay-per-view on Sunday. So it should be a pretty darn good match. So okay, now we have one of these traditional type Survivor Series matches. We have Natalya and the Bellas, the Funkadactyls, JoJo and Eva Marie versus the Divas champion AJ Lee, Tamina Snuka, Caitlyn, Rosa Mendez, Summer Rae, Oksana, and Alicia Fox. This should be a pretty good women's match. Now, to me, this is one of those matches where the outcome really doesn't mean much because it's not like AJ, if her team loses, she loses the belt. This really basically is to showcase the Divas. And so this really doesn't make a difference who wins or who loses. It's just to showcase all the Divas. And I think I'm pretty happy that they're going to be doing this, um, just for the simple fact um, they don't get enough airtime, but you have to understand as well, because of the show, The Total Divas, and a lot of these members that are involved in this match are on the show. It makes sense to have them on the pay-per-view. So it'll bring more attention to all the divas, each individual diva, as well as bring more attention to the Total Divas show on the E Network. So it works both ways. So it's going to help out both ways. But it'll be an interesting match to watch. All right, now in a traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match, we have the team of the tag team champions Cody Rhodes and Goldust with the Usos, Rey Mysterio, versus the Shield and the Real Americans. And this should be an interesting traditional elimination tag team match. I do think the faces are going to come out on top of this, and I'm sort of wondering what could develop in this match because I'm I really can't wait. I mean, I really want to see Roman Reigns turn face, and there's rumors that he's going to, and I really can't wait for it to happen. I would like to see for him to do something in this match that would show a little bit of it. Um, but all in all, it's going to be a pretty good match, and it wouldn't surprise me if the lone survivor of this elimination tag team Survivor Series match was the recently returned Rey Mysterio. So it should be a good match overall, and I'm sort of looking forward to it. I originally wasn't so keen on the Survivor Series pay-per-view this weekend, but as of late, I've sort of grown a little more interest. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Then we have CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family. This should be an interesting matchup. I have no clue what's going to happen in this match. I don't know whether Bray Wyatt's going to get involved. I also am sort of wondering if Paul Heyman may have something going on to be involved in this match. I don't know, but it's one of those matches that you know you sort of leaves you wondering what's going to happen. So the anticipation of the match basically makes you really you can't wait to see it. So it should be a very interesting match. Um, if I were to predict the outcome of the match, I would say Punk and Bryant would come out on top. But again, one only knows. Okay, World Heavyweight Champion John Cena facing the former World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. Now, remember that we're in Massachusetts. This is the home state of John Cena. In most occasions, the superstar never wins in their hometown. CM Punk is an exception. Um, so I'm wondering about this. I don't see John Cena losing the belt at all. I do see some sort of disqualification, maybe, or some sort of interference, maybe by possibly Damian Sandow. I really don't know. But I sort of see this feud going on till TLC pay-per-view because I think this feud is going to go on till the end of the year, and then the beginning of the new year in 2014, we'll have some fresh new faces being involved in the title mixture. So look for John Cena to retain the belt, either by means of a disqualification, because I don't see him winning it outright on Alberto, because then there would be no reason for another match at TLC. So we'll just have to wait and see there. And then it comes to the WWE title match with our face of the WWE, the disgraceful face of the WWE, Randy Orton, up against the challenger Big Show. A match which is highly anticipated to be very interesting. I don't see the Shield being involved, I don't think, but I do see possibly Kane getting involved in this match. And now there's a lot of different scenarios that could happen, and of course, these are my own personal opinions. What could happen? Kane may get involved and help Randy Orton win, but then again, Is it possible the Shield may get involved to stop Kane from helping Randy Orton? That's a possibility. I don't see Randy Orton winning this match straight up outright. Um, and if there is some sort of interference and whatnot, who knows? Like I said, WWE sort of likes to, run their feuds, when they're this late in the year, and like TLC possibly maybe another Randy Orton Big Show feud, or another match I should say, and then have a fresh new look at the beginning of the year. So it's a possibility for Randy Orton to retain but not win outright, which would give a reason for Big Show and Randy to be at TLC. So, uh, overall, the pay per view looks a little better than what I originally, you know, my opinions on it weren't very high, but I'm looking forward to it. And of course, then the following Monday Night Raw ought to be very interesting. I am a little disappointed in the fact that like Dolph Ziggler's not in the pay per view. Um, they have really, I just don't know what their reasoning is behind it all. It's obviously political. He's in the doghouse. But hopefully the new year will bring bigger and better things for Dolph Ziggler because he is a wrestler that is, you know, his future is the WWE, and the WWE ought to understand that Dolph Ziggler is part of their future. So we'll just have to wait and see. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts for the Survivor Series pay per view and my predictions for this coming Sunday. Hope everybody enjoys the show and give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. And, as always, if you like the video, like it, give it a thumbs up. If not, if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you like the channel, subscribe. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Friday night.